These commentaries are recorded by Noel Hanrahan of Prison Radio.
My name is Reverend Pinkney. I'm from Benton Harbor, Michigan. We must hold all elected officials, judges, and everybody else accountable for their action and their inaction. In the 60s, it was called Negro removal. That is exactly what's happening, not only in Barron County, Benton Harbor, Michigan, but around the country. We have to learn to work together. It doesn't make a difference whether you're black, white, yellow, brown, whatever it is. We must come together and fight this thing before it's overtake us. As an individual, they will attempt to crush you. So let's work together and get this thing right.
We know there is no right way to do a wrong thing. We will continue to make good, honest appliances that inspire trust, so that future generations can continue to depend on us. For 100 years, we have set ourselves apart.
Prisoner Reverend Ed Pinkney was a leader in the black community of Benton Harbor, Michigan. He was convicted last year by an all-white jury and locked away for up to 10 years for altering 5 dates on a recall petition against the mayor of Benton Harbor. He didn't even do it! He didn't change the dates, and the prosecution presented no evidence. They went after Reverend Pinkney because he was getting in the way of Whirlpool, the multi-billion-dollar corporation that makes your washer and dryer and that crap. It's headquartered in Benton Harbor, and they want to transform this economically devastated city into a private lakeshore playground for the wealthy. Whirlpool, for example, pulls the strings behind the scenes, corrupting judges and politicians, such as Michigan Congressman Fred Upton, the heir to much of the Whirlpool empire.
I went on to prison December 15th. First, I went to quarantine in Jackson. It was bad, but when I got to Marquette, they sent me 500 miles away from my home. It was molded. And the mold, what it did is when you breathe, it goes into your throat and into your lungs. And then I started losing weight. I started getting sick. And I told myself that I was not going to die in prison. You are not going to kill me here in prison. I'm not going to become a person that that's going to die in prison. That is not going to happen. It had bugs in the food. They call them potato bugs. That was in the food. Old bread they would give to you. Spoiled milk they would give to you. The food would be so bad it wasn't worth eating. If you eat it, you get sick.
Just last weekend, maggots were found in a crack near a serving line. Now the Department of Corrections says maggots crawled into the Charles Egler Reception and Guidance Center. Prisons across the state continue to see food shortages.
They would tell me you just got some extra meat. Thought it was okay. It was supposed to have been funny. The guards and stuff say, well, you got some extra meat. We're gonna have to subtract that off saying that you got an extra piece. There's a cookie or piece of bread. You can't take that back to your unit. You can't do that. If you do, they'll charge you with stealing inside the prison system. Yeah. I always read the Bible, and I always read it at 6 o'clock in the morning. But at 6 o'clock in the morning, they have these young Turks. They like rap music, and I didn't like rap music. And they would control the TV all day. They didn't do nothing wrong. They was always able to get the TV because they was closer to it. And they listen to that rap music all day long. How long can you listen to that rap music? That's all you hear. Rap this, bump this. I mean, it was so, man, it was enough to drive you nuts. One morning, I'm reading my Bible, sitting at a table pretty similar to this. This guy comes up. He was a leader, and he came up to me and asked me would I help him with his math. I don't know what made him think that I would want to help him. I couldn't figure that out. To me, that was the brain part. Why would I want to help you and you see me read my Bible and you listening to all this darn rap music and they played it real loud and stuff like that? I told him I would help him. but I laid down the law. I told him that if he ever be late, it's over. I don't care if you're sick. You sick in the bed, you ain't out here at 6 o'clock, because you was able to get the remote every morning at 6 o'clock. Now you able to come to this. And at 6 o'clock, I expect you to be here. And the first time you're not here, it's over. So you're on your own. So I shook his hand, made a deal, and he was always on time. Never, ever was late. Also started teaching them English. I taught them the basic fundamentals of math. Adding, subtracting, multiplication. When we see each other, I give them timetables. What's 10 times 10 and all that, 11 times 11, And to me, it sharpened their mind and got them ready. It started growing. It went from him, then it got to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and finally got to be 16. And we was ready then. We had a regular school. The most important thing, we got 8 people, got their GEDs. But what they did for me, they became my protectors. Probably without them, I probably wouldn't be here today. I'd probably be dead somewhere. I used to read a book to them. Would sit there and listen to me talk to them and read this book, The Death of a King by Tavis Smiley. It shows what we can do if we learn to work together.